What's going on, guys? Built Tough 1776 here. I've been wanting to make this video for quite a while now. Today I'm just going to be going over my 1995 Chevy Silverado and showing you everything I've done to it since I've got the truck. One thing before we jump into this video, sadly Built Tough 1776 wasn't around until January of this year, 2019, and I wasn't able to get the footage of when I went to go pick this truck up and follow my dad back in the Ram Reezy 2 hours back to Central Texas. Sadly, I wasn't thinking about starting this channel, and because really I started this channel because of my truck, and I mean, me and my buddy Quinn 1836 are car lovers. Yeah, I just want to apologize, and it makes me hurt every day that I wasn't able to get the footage of getting the tires put on at Discount Tire and getting the Flowmaster installed. We got a really good deal on that too, by the way. And hell, I didn't even get, when I got tent, a radio, and subwoofer. I mean, I had my channel at the time, but I never thought about making videos like this. Next thing, man, I'm going to teach myself one day when I get another vehicle. Stay tuned. Probably another channel. USA HCat, Arizona living. You already know where that's going. Let's get right into this video. I mean, as I already said back in January when I made the review of my truck, of course the first modification I did to this thing was put ProFinder all-terrain 265 tires all the way around. So when I was driving the truck back to Central Texas, well, especially the tires in the back had no tread at all, and just going uphill, the tires were hopping and breaking loose. We need new tires, and we got a good deal on these tires. They should last me for as long as I drive this truck. Then of course we already know where it's going after this. I mean, Flowmaster dual Super 40s in the back, hooked up to my 350 Chrysler V8. I mean, you've seen so many startups of this truck, but we'll get another classic just for the sake of it. And of course, the next modification I did, since, I mean, this truck does have automatic mirrors and locks, and including power windows, but it has manual keys on the outside. But for some reason, the locks are screwed up, and I would sit here fiddling for over 5 minutes trying to unlock the truck, even though it would be locked. So the next thing I did was get keyless entry for this truck. I have 2 sets of these keys, and it was $200, and I mean, I just click a button, hooks up to the already power locks on the inside, and just automatically unlocks it. Then I can close her back up and lock her. Click of a button. Now it's locked. That brings me on to the next thing. Well, the tent it used to have was really cheap and old and faded, and it was purple, and I mean, there was some scuffs all over to where someone, I don't know what they did, but it looked horrible. And I mean, I like tents because I got 20% here, which is legal, and then I got 0% in the back, as dark as I can do. And I got a good deal on this tent. This was like $200 tent that I got for $100, because when I was getting my keyless entry put in, I went to this place called Mother's Window Tent. Really good place. I do recommend them. You should go check them out. They messed up one of my mirrors. They broke it because they're very fragile, and so they just put a little piece on there to keep it from falling off. And so they told me if I come back to do anything, then I'll get a great discount. And so I came back to get some really good tint that I got for a smoking deal. The guy in there told me he had never done a tint job this cheap, which, not cheap quality, just the good deal I got on it. And I will insert a video right now from my first video back in January and when we did the mock review, and you can tell how the tint was really faded and didn't look so good. Brings me on to the next thing. We're inside the cab now. This center console and this whole dash, I mean, it was really faded, and it needed some repainting or something. So me and my dad went out and we got some painter's tape and some plastic and covered the whole truck up, and we repainted the whole dash. And then we took out the center console because it was nasty, and we cleaned it up and repainted it. And I mean, it's great now. This is supposed to be a cup holder, but the piece is missing, so I just don't even mess with that. And I mean, the carpet, you can still tell it's dirty, but me and my sister, we spent a couple hours cleaning up the carpet and shampooed it quite a few times. It got it as clean as it'll be. We also, when we were taking out the center console, we took out the seats and completely resprayed all the metal pieces on the bottom where it hooks up. We resprayed it in the garage because it was really rusted and not looking so good. Well, and of course you need a radio in your vehicle, and I got this truck from my grandpa, and when I got this truck, he gave me this Pioneer head unit right here. I didn't have to pay anything for it. He said he got it at a junkyard for like $5–10, which I'm fine with that. And we installed the radio in because it didn't have a radio before. Brings me to the next thing. When we pop the seat back, we installed a JL subwoofer with a JL amp, which is under the seat. This is an 8-inch sub with the amp. I got a good deal and got both of these for $300, which I know that sounds like a lot, but JL is a really good quality sub and puts out a lot of power for how small the cab is. Really, this floor mat usually does not sit in the back of my 6-foot bed, but when I got this truck, my grandpa left me this dash cover that me and my dad installed, because the dash is really cracked under this, and it's a nice little fit and looks real good. And it came with these seat covers that I got with the truck, which I really like. Fits me well. And I'm assuming that these were the floor mats that came with the seat covers, and I mean, they were really dirty and I didn't like them so much, and so my grandma gave me these floor mats that she bought for a Denali Yukon that I plan on making a video on it soon. I just haven't had the time. And I love these mats. They fit really well, and they're way nicer than the old ones. Let me start the truck up real quick. It's hot in here. Man, it fires up so nice now. Crank up the air conditioning for a second. So last time I had this truck in the shop, they put some more Freon and they replaced my blower, so the air conditioning blows a lot better now. It was not blowing so good before, and I mean, it still leaks through the floor a little bit. I'm assuming that's tubing, but it's fine. It works great, and it feels really good once it's been running for like 5 minutes with the door closed. Since it's such a small cab, it doesn't take much to cool the truck down. That brings me to my next thing. I mean, you can't really see it now because, I mean, it's really bright outside. It's just about noon, and boy, is it a beautiful day. When we were installing my dash cover, we decided to take out the panel gauges, because the lights at night, I could not see any of my gauges hardly at all, and we replaced all the lights so I can see all my gauges at night. And this is the last slight modification. Man, listen to that Flowmaster roar. better once it gets warmed up. But it's a hot Central Texas day. I mean, it'll warm up real quick. I mean, the truck's a little dirty right now, and I mean, it's in the bare sun, so it doesn't look as good, but a whole full weekend myself, and then another weekend with my cousin Tristan that you've seen a couple times in my videos. We spent those weekends buffing the truck out, and we made the paint look as good as she'll get without like repainting the truck. I mean, that'll be it for this video today. We'll see you next time, and please stay tuned for more videos.